wonderful Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon to you guys and girls out there. So today is the first day release for Ez2ON Reboot R. Just give me a moment, please. Just need to change some of the settings for streaming. Right, but everything seems to be working now. Alright, so there were a couple of hiccups yesterday. So yesterday wasn't a fantastic day for me. So long story short, I have a dental procedure that caused bleeding, and my bleeding didn't stop, and that actually escalated to a high fever, and that all happens right on the same day of Ez2ON Reboot R early access release. And to make things worse, Ez2ON Reboot R early access has a couple of hiccups on the launch timing, but luckily the team has managed to launch the early access at 11:50 PM. So it's like 2350 hours on 17 March. So they kind of like, fulfill their promise to release on 17 March. They didn't delay. But as you would expect, right, for any kind of launching of any go live production software, there's always issues, right? Especially when the game is launched in the first half an hour, everybody rush into the early access game, and then the servers are kind of like overloaded, and that's perfectly normal. So we have taken some time to wait for all the players to kind of work out the workload. So hopefully we don't have any kind of latency problem when coming to today's stream. So coming into the game, the early access program, right, the team is going to remind everyone that this is an early access and there can be instability, right? So that's quite typical early access program stuff, right? So things can change, the patterns can change, right? Player stats will most likely be reset, right? Play history and song records, so on and so forth, right? So very typical early access note here, right? And some spelling errors. So during the early access, unscheduled. So unscheduled is spelled wrongly, but I don't blame them. English is probably not their primary language. So without further ado, let's take a look at the screen, right? So over here we have a lot of things on the screen, but most of them they are locked, right? So we have the standard play, right? Standard into the professional play. We also have options to set up our personality. So that's probably like the game settings. So let's take a look at what is available in the game settings, shall we? So in terms of graphics, we can only choose between low and normal. So that's fine. We have a RTX 2080 Super. So normal should be fine. As for display mode, I will recommend you to play the game in full screen mode, especially if you're on the Windows platform. If you're on Windows platform, the window or borderless window resolution will have an impact on your graphics card. In terms of resolution, alright, so they want us to use the recommended resolution, and this is probably very much related to the VGA video. So the video has been remastered. All the videos that we have seen from EZ to DJ has been remastered to 1080p. And if you don't, and it is probably great, to keep the resolution at 1080 so that you don't see pixelated images on the screen, right? So and 1080p, 1920 1080p is probably the highest resolution. Yeah, it's the highest resolution you can go for this game mode. So let's keep it at that. Alright, frame rate. Right, so frame rate we can choose either 120 FPS or go all the way to VSync. So basically what VSync means is that the game will adjust the frames per second according to what your monitor can support. And because we are very sure that our monitor is running 144 FPS, so let's just keep, set the limit to 144 FPS. Okay, sound volume, that's fine, we will keep it at 100. Can we go higher? No, 100 is the max. Alright, so in terms, okay, we'll go to the key settings later. Let's take a look at the panel. So panel is something similar to EZMax Respect. We can choose left, center and right. For the benefit of the gameplay, I'm gonna keep it to the left so that we can look at the video animation during the game. Alright, and finally we have language. So we have English, Japanese and Korean. The three main languages of any music rhythm games. So if you guys are not aware, there's already a fantastic English fan base on the Discord channel, right? So if you have not joined the Discord channel, or you simply want to take a look at what are the people thinking about the early access, I encourage you to join the Discord channel. It's very active. Alright, and now key inputs. So I've already done what I can for the key inputs, 4 key, 6, 5, 6 and 8. So for the 8 key mode, right, I have bind the track 1, which is the green key, to the turntable, right, and track 8 to the turntable also. So we're gonna take a look at how some of these gameplay with the EZMax Controller turntable is gonna work. Hopefully we can use the turntable, but I have this very strong feeling that the turntable will not be applicable, right, will not be usable for Ez2ON, right. If you're not sure, if you want to know the reason why, check out my previous stream. I think I have talked about it extensively, but basically, long story short, the turntable cannot be used as a normal button registration, so it's gonna be very tricky, right? But we're gonna try, and if not, we will bind the we'll bind the first track and 8th track to these two buttons at the bottom, right? If you can see on the screen here, and then we'll see how things go, right? Alright, so let's start the ball rolling. Alright, once again the reminder's coming up, and into standard play we go. Alright. So somehow the game, goes into a loading screen. So how are we gonna do this, guys and girls? Shall we start playing four keys, or we just jump straight to 6 key mode? Maybe we'll do a bit of everything. Let's try to get familiar with the game first, shall we? We'll start with 6 key mode, and what I'm gonna do is I will look for songs that I want to play. Right? So actually the very first song I wanted to play is -1. So -1 Space Mix is my favorite song. So I don't think I can play super hard mix, so I'm just gonna try hard for now. Alright, let's go. -1 Space Mix by Crew. Almost get max combo there. Really unfortunate. And that is A+. Alright. Probably we can take a look at some of the in-game options also. So feels like speed 5 can be a little bit faster for me. Maybe you should try bumping up the speed a little bit. And right now, you know, every time you finish a game, the game client will try to send the information to the server, and that's why you see the black screen. So that has a lot to do with the latency, the communication between your computer and the server on the cloud platform. And the next song I actually wanted to play is Anytime. So if you have realized, right, a lot of songs that I wanted to play firsthand actually comes from EZ2DJ and not EZ2AC. So do bear with me if you feel that most of the songs that I'm playing are, you know, pretty much old school. So pressing the space bar here allows us to get into the in-game settings. And is there a way for us to calculate the BPM? No, there's no such thing as a BPM calculation here. So it's very much similar to EZMax. We don't have to calculate BPM unlike the Konami games. So let's hit over to 5.4 and we will see how the speed goes. Now over here the game has intended for, you know, random mode and fatal. Currently they are disabled, which is not anything we expect from early access program. Now we can choose the different gears along with the notes. So there's a couple of modes that you can go for. HX1121 definitely looks the nicest, I guess. And we have the HX standard. I'm just gonna try going for something that is darker in nature, so that, you know, when notes are flying across the screen, we don't get distracted. Probably I'll stay with the third mix. EZ2DJ third mix, very old school kind of gear. And in terms of notes, I really want to play notes that brings back the EZ2DJ nostalgia kind of feeling. I believe it's classic. Yeah, I believe it should be classic. Alright. I'm gonna keep everything the same as before and let's go. Anytime by Ruby Tuesday. There's supposed to be an extender mix for Anytime. So unlike EZ2DJ, where we actually play the game with the turntable, so in terms of, if you're coming from EZ2DJ's kind of like background, the gameplay is gonna feel a little bit awkward because you're very used to spinning a turntable at certain points of the song, right? And those turntable action actually translate into buttons. Now we're playing 6 buttons mode right now, so to be fair, it feels more like EZMax Respect than EZ2DJ. So what we're gonna do right now is we will try to head over to 8 buttons, 8 key mode, and we'll try to use the turntable. And we'll see how the turntable actually feels, right? And if the turntable is even a viable option for this game, right? And 8 buttons mode, just simply press the tab button, translate into 8 buttons mode. And the third song that I actually wanted to play on my playlist is what's that song again? I believe Eye of the Beholder. Oh man, 8 buttons mode only has super hard mix. which is difficult for me. Okay, I'll try to find a different song that is easy on the 8 key mode. Maybe we can play Frantic. Man, all the nice songs, right? 8 key mode only has super hard mix. Oops, is the game freezing? I think the game client kind of froze. Oh my gosh, buggy gameplay! Okay, I'm just gonna quickly restart the game client. The game client is stuck. Yep, the game client has frozen. It's not responding. I'll need to quickly relaunch the game client. But so far the gameplay feels fantastic, right? On 6 key mode. I mean, the game client crashing is definitely something that we wouldn't want to see. But since it's an early access program, I mean, you do have to have some give and take. So just gonna quickly relaunch the game client. Alright, Neo Novice, thank you very much for recreating EZ2ON Reboot R on the PC platform. All these credit screens going on. Alright, let's quickly go back to the game. And we were trying to play 8 key modes with the turntable. Now this black screen is what a lot of players in the Discord channel are commenting. Alright, let's quickly head over 8 key modes and find something that is pleasant to listen to, and we can play. Alright, let's play Be My Baby, which is one of the cutest songs in the entire EZ2DJ series. Be My Baby, once again by Ruby Tuesday. So Ruby Tuesday has a lot of fantastic songs that is being composed for EZ2DJ and EZ2ON Reboot R. The buttons for the 8 key mode is very, very small. Yeah, the EZMax Controller is seriously, not suitable for a proper turntable gameplay. so using the EZMax controller is, unfortunately not suitable for any kind of proper turntable gameplay on PC. So that's, to be honest, you shouldn't buy the EZMax controller just because you want to use the turntable. Maybe you can buy EZMax controller for your PlayStation 4. I think PlayStation 4 should be fine, right? But they only supported specific games for PS4. Right? On the PC platform, you have to go for the keyboard mode, and if you go for the keyboard mode for EZMax controller, you're gonna see similar challenges as what I have over here, right? You can't use the turntable for anything too difficult, right? Single slow presses, like what we have on EZMax Respect, where we have very long turntable. Hi William Rubber, nice to see you again. Is this game worth getting? Now, so here's the thing I want to comment, right? This game seriously is worth getting, right? The gameplay is fine, right? The songs are fantastic, they are high quality. I'm using, a high fidelity headphones over here, HD 800S. The music is fantastic. The gameplay is not bad, right? But early access program, right, is gonna be a little bit buggy. So if you want to have a full, bug-free experience, you can wait for the full release. But in my opinion, the game as it is right now is definitely playable. Yes, and all the BGA animation that we see on the screen, remastered, is very beautiful. Right, so I hope that addressed your question. In my personal opinion, it's definitely worth getting. At least for the 15% discount, this game has a lot of potential. Once it has gained enough traction, I believe the developers will have more money to have more servers. And EZMax Respect initially also have similar challenges, right? All games, right, have to overcome that initial peak of challenges, and once all the challenges are resolved, the game is stabilized, everything is fine, right? So let's so coming back to my 8-key mode, right? I can't use the turntable. We have already verified, right, that the turntable, this controller is not good, right? Not good for turntable actions. But the gameplay music, the gameplay for 8 buttons mode is the track 1 and track 8. Right, the first button and the 8th button of the 8-key mode is 100% in line with what we have on the turntable. So if you play easy to DJ or easy to AC last time, the first track and the 8th track, the extreme left and extreme right, definitely feels similar to what we have on the turntable and the pedal. Right, so in terms of charting, right, the patterns for the music gameplay, 8-key mode is definitely the most rewarding experience because the first track feels like the turntable, the 8th track feels like the pedal. But unfortunately, we don't have a proper setup for turntable, rapid turntable action, and we don't have a full pedal controller for the game. So, so that's really unfortunate for the 8-key mode. So I've rebind the keys already. So let's try playing another song, right? For 8-key mode, so that we can try EZMax. So EZMax is a very retro, easy to DJ first track edition music. They have remastered this song specifically for EZ2ON Reboot R. So if you are keen to understand the difference, do check out Easy to DJ and EZMax. That's the normal mix. We're gonna try listening to the remastered version here, and hopefully, I can play level 12. Right, 8-key mode. Oh, I should have adjusted the note speed slightly slower. So you can see that I instinctively, reach out to the turntable. That's because I come from the EZ2ON DJ background. So for someone like me, who is very familiar with this song from EZ2ON DJ, I have to counter my intuition to use the turntable and really try to get used to, rebinding the turntable to somewhere else. So that's the song EZMax, and to be honest, the remastered version doesn't sound very different from the original version. It sounds higher quality, right? But in terms of the rhythm, the music, it sounds very similar to what we have for EZ2ON DJ first edition, sorry. And there's also a remix version, which we will come back eventually, right? Maybe after a while later. But the preview, the music preview, the remix definitely sounds better in my opinion. Alright, maybe we can play some pop songs. Okay, I'm gonna move away from 8-key mode. I will try to train my familiarity with the 8-key mode in a separate stream, and now I just want to explore the different key modes from EZ2ON. So let's go with some pop songs, shall we? Oh, this is fantastic. They actually have the English translation for this song. So last time, right, when we play EZ2ON DJ, this song is always, the song title is always in Korean language, if we don't understand what is the title of the song. And now we see, right, as a non-Korean speaker, this song is actually called Feel. It's a very nice pop song, so let's go with this. 4-key mode, Feel by Eridanus Kang Yoon-soo. I hope that's how I pronounce the Korean names. Alright, so I forgot to turn down the note speed. Can I do that in game? No, I can't. The music is fantastic, for EZ2ON. In my own opinion, it's much better than what we have from EZMax. it's alright. It's the song title of this song. So William Rubber, if you are still in the chat, if there's a specific music genre that you are interested in, be it pop, techno, rock, you can let me know. And what I'll try to do is, I will try to play the songs that I wanted to play and prioritize the genre you're interested in. So on one hand, right, if you're not familiar with Ez2DJ, you can get a preview of some of the songs that you're interested in, that you can be interested in, like techno or rock. Right? If not, I will just follow my playlist of songs that I want to play. So if anyone of you has certain preferences to a specific genre, feel free to type it out in chat, be it on Twitch or YouTube. Right, maybe I want to go for more pop songs for now. So I'm gonna head off to the 5-key mode for It's My Secret. So 5-key mode is the default experience for Ez2DJ. So I'll give my input with regards to 5-key mode. Whether the patterns feel similar to what we have for Ez2DJ. So 5-key mode, I have bind it to how I will play on Ez2DJ, which is what they call the 1048 hand pattern. But the turntable will not be used. Oh, you are quite familiar with Ez2DJ. Fantastic. So you are very likely to be of the same background as me too, right? So that's fantastic. Funky 5. Alright. I'll try that. So this black screen is probably the loading screen. Funky 5. Alright. So I'm gonna head over to set key mode and see how it feels. Probably good for me to turn down the speed a little bit. Funky hip hop. It is the genre of the music. all these key effects are still applicable, similar to what we have for EZ2DJ. So unlike EZMax, every time you press additional buttons, sometimes the music will not have the sound effects, right? But EZ2DJ, all those buttons are always producing key effects. So you can kind of like do your own remixes while playing Ez2ON Reboot R. So before I forget, I want to thank Comrade. Comrade followed me on YouTube. Thank you very much for your support. I played EZMax Respect online matches with Comrade, so I really appreciate all the support that you have been giving me, and hopefully you will like the content I create across these past few weeks. So once again, thank you, Comrade. And I want to play Lai Lai. So Lai Lai is a Korean house pop song, and here we have different mixes. We have the fast-paced Lai Lai and the typical, the default Lai Lai. I'm gonna go with the key beat version. And okay, 8 is level 13. So I'm just gonna hit level 6 key mode. House pop. Sith beat version. I probably should try changing the gears and the notes just to have a few of them. So I'm not sure if you have observed this, unlike EZMax Respect, when you do a long press on Ez2ON Reboot R and you miss the very first beat of the long note, you can actually come right back and try pressing the long note. You will get scores even if you miss the very first part of the long note. But on EZMax Respect, once you miss the first beat of the long note, you can just forget about it. You will not get additional scores even if you were to come back in the middle of the long note, you don't get scores. But Ez2ON Reboot R actually gives you scores if you try to hit the long note in the middle. Alright, so one of the best songs of all time is Night Madness. Let's not quickly take a look at the 8 keys. Alright, so let's take Night Madness. It's a very nice techno, very popular during my time. Alright, let's go with we'll try the hard mode and see how I struggle. I may fail songs that are above level 15. Oh, I forgot to change the gears again. So I think there's a little bit of audio issues with this game. So I think, you know, in terms of audio buffer, sometimes when you press the note, there is a slight delay in the sound that's being produced within the game, within the music itself. So that's really unfortunate. But you know, hopefully the game developers are aware of this problem, that some of the songs, right, has audio buffer issues. If you're accurate in your note will still be registered. It's just that when you're listening to the song itself, it's gonna sound a little bit weird, right? Because the keynote has some kind of buffer delay. And maybe now we can try playing RFC, one of my favorite rock songs from Ez2ON. Battle Rock by Andy Lee. Once again, a very popular composer from also available in DJ Max Respect. So in DJ Max Respect, Andy Lee it comes under a different name, like literally Andy. Part of this song is right hand. So that is RFC. You know, this song always climax right at the end, where it's extremely difficult. And probably because we are not playing the super hard mix, so I am able to hit that last part with relatively, you know, somewhat manage to change some combo right at the end. But I believe if you were to play the super hard mix, it's gonna look. So last time on Easy DJ, right, the pattern is very awkward. You have to use your fingers, like you have to use your left hand like this, and then your right hand, having 3 buttons in the middle. You have to do something like this right at the end of the song. So for 6 key mode, probably not gonna see similar patterns for RFC. I will try super hard mix probably, you know, sometime later. Alright, so coming back. What other songs shall we play? So how many songs do we have here? We have at least we have at least 50, 100. I think we have at least 100 songs here. And let's try out some of the filters here. Right? On the top right, we have different filters. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure how can I access the game filters. Game mode. Is there a hotkey for me to press for song filters? Probably not. Or maybe it's not available yet. Alright. Maybe we can go for this very popular trance music, Aquarius. What do you guys and girls like? You guys and girls like the slower version, or you guys and girls like the hyper blue mix version? Personally, I like the Hyper Boomix. So let's give it a shot. Process keyword composed by Forte Escape. Man, I'm too excited for playing this game. I keep forgetting to change the gears and notes. And right now, right, we can already see quite a big difference between EZMax Respect and Ez2ON Reboot R. Over here, Ez2ON Reboot R, we have the Judgment KOOL, which is actually a stricter judgment of how accurate you press the notes. So in a way, you can arguably say that Ez2ON Reboot R is much stricter than EZMax Respect. So just want to quickly change the gear to HX standard, which is the one with a very beautiful butterfly, and we're gonna have matching notes, which is the HX standard. And let's try some techno, shall we? Is there any new songs that we want to play here? Maybe I'll try playing M-Police. We can try 8-key mode. Yeah, 8-key mode for M-Police, there's a wide variety of difficulty. And this is probably a good time for me to try, the 8 buttons tune, 8 buttons mode. So probably gonna take some time to adjust, instead of reaching out to the turntable, I'll have to try using the lower buttons. you know, playing on the EZMax controller, the green notes, track 1 and track 8 definitely feels more suitable for the turntable, but unfortunately, the turntable does not live up. The EZMax controller does not live up to its promises. You can't really use the turntable for Ez2ON Reboot R, or in fact, any of the music rhythm game on PC, right? And that's a matter of software programming, right? The EZMax controller developers, they probably, you know, didn't cater for the fact that, you know, the turntable is gonna behave differently on the PC platform. They have really actually designed the EZMax controller specifically for PlayStation. So it's gonna feel extremely awkward, right, to play Ez2ON Reboot R with the turntable. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work. So you kind of like have to resort to using buttons instead. And that actually means that we probably have to reorientate the controller likewise in the opposite direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that 2 extra buttons is kind of awkward, right? How can we play 8 key modes on EZMax controller? Actually, that's the problem I want to solve. Which I don't think so, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. You will still end up in a very awkward position for 8 buttons mode. We can use the effector buttons. That's true. 1, 2, 3. We can try using these top 4 buttons instead, but to be honest, it still doesn't feel natural. So probably we're gonna give up 8 key modes on the EZMax controller. That's really very sad. But alternatively, we can bind the green notes to this top left, these top 2 buttons here. Let's do that and give it a try. I'm here to 8 key mode. We're gonna remove the binding for turntable and head over to the top left and top right, extreme left, extreme right key bindings. And we'll give this configuration a try. And now the game tries to load again. Right, so coming back, maybe we can try. Wow, that's actually very limited difficulty for 8 key modes. Most of the songs for 8 key modes are only available for super hard mix, as we have observed here, right? So if you're playing 8 key mode, most of the songs is gonna be limited to super hard mode. You can try this pop song, Stay With Me. I guess we can play the hard mix and give it a try. So I rebind the green notes to the top left and top right, these 2 buttons here, and we'll give it a go. Right, maybe I should try playing a lower difficulty just to get used to the pattern. So if you're tuning in for the very first time and wanted to see how the EZMax controller works for Ez2ON Reboot R, I'm going to give you a very bad news. The answer is no, you can't use the turntable. I'm going to try something much easier just to try to get used to the new layout. So you can't use the turntable because the turntable will not be as effective as buttons in terms of rapid actions. So you kind of have to bind the green nodes to another EZMax controller button instead. They should really make the notes bigger for 8 buttons layout. But the fortunate thing is, you know, binding the extreme left and extreme right, the first and 8th node to the top 2 buttons here, and this is still kind of like feel natural. Alright, so moving on. So really very unfortunate that the turntable cannot be used, at least for the difficult songs, for 8 key modes. That's because the turntable is simply not reacting fast enough for the gameplay. So let's move on. Wow, the future. So maybe I should play more 5 key mode, right? Seeing that 5 key mode probably would be more, will feel closer to what we have for EZ2DJ. Let's try 5 key mode and see how it feels. So the future. So at least if I get into the habit of turning the turntable, I can still hit most of the notes.
Future. Yeah!
Now, at the very least, you know, this pattern for the 5 key mode feels exactly the same as the one from EZ2DJ. So nothing surprisingly there. Everything feels the same, like Easy VJ, except you don't have the turntable and the pedal. But what I would want to believe is that, you know, Ez2ON actually has the 6 key mode as the main category. Alright, so I'm gonna head over and play songs that I wanted to play. And Unknown H2. Now, on Easy to DJ, Unknown H2 is a song that is famous for crazy turntable actions. So let's take a look at how Unknown H2 transits from turntable to key buttons here. So they probably need to redesign the chart pattern for this song.
I'm in the lab ready to explore. I drop fat rhymes like no one has before. I kick the nouns and verbs in my speech when I flow. I'm not like a devil that's actually for the dough or the drugs, so he could trust to drive in the Benz. I keep the low pro making ends with my friends. Free skills, oh shit, a brother with mad style. Don't even try to step punk, my lyrics are mad foul. Crazy hardcore with a touch of jazz. And yes, I'm not in the cage. I'm here to go, to let you know. And yes, I'm not in the cage. I'm here to go, to let you know. Put your hands up.
So for the 6 key mode, you know, the charts definitely does not involve the turntable. So it doesn't feel like any of the buttons that I press over there is related to the turntable. And I'm gonna try 8 key modes, and let's see, you know, if the first button and the 8th button is actually, you know, designed for turntable actions. Because if they have designed the songs to use the turntable, what this means is that hardware manufacturers like EZMax or DJ has a very good reason to come up with a better controller for turntable. So if my hypothesis is correct, we will see a lot of first track, this first button coming up. This button, which is actually what used to be the turntable.
I'm in the lab ready to explore. I drop fat rhymes like no one has before. I kick the nouns and verbs in my speech when I flow.
Now, it feels like the turntable.
That's actually for the dough or the drugs, so he could trust to drive in the Benz. I keep the low pro making ends with my friends. Free skills, oh shit, a brother with mad style. Don't even try to step punk, my lyrics are mad foul. Crazy hardcore with a touch of jazz.
Yep, it's the turntable, guys.
And yes, I'm not in the cage. I'm here to go, to let you know. And yes, I'm not in the cage. I'm here to go, to let you.
Yep. So we have confirmed, right? The first track, the first button and the 8th button, excuse me, is definitely, you know, designed for the turntable.
I'm in the lab ready to explore. I drop fat rhymes like no one has before. I kick the nouns and verbs in my speech
And what that actually means is that, you know, this controller is very unfortunate that it doesn't support proper turntable gameplay. I'm gonna try doing something different. I'm gonna try changing the EZMax controller to follow a PlayStation 4 configuration. And I'll need some time to take a look at how to change that. Let me take a quick look. I mean, if we can make this game register the turntable as a proper turntable action, we probably can make things work. So let's take a look at changing the EZMax controller E2, E3 and B3. So this is how I change the controller setting. Alright, and it seems like the configuration is done. Let's try and see if the key settings work. Nope. Alright. Pack 1, pack 2. Now it's not working. Currently it's still registered as a normal keyboard. Yeah, it definitely feels so. Let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at the DJ Tao website. Yep. So most probably it's because Ez2ON Reboot R does not support PlayStation controllers, and that's why we see that the notes are not registering. Okay, tell you guys what, I'm just gonna bind the turntable. Alright, so it doesn't work. Guys, let me just quickly try to rebind all the keys. So probably I'm trying to find which key I can use to bind the right turntable. Should have done this from the get-go. Yep, it seems like the right turntable is not even registered. Right, so unfortunately, if you are using the EZMax controller, you are probably stuck with the keyboard mode. Is there another separate configuration we could have used? There is an There's an Infinitus game controller settings that we can try. It's binding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, maybe we can do that. Infinitus one player mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we're gonna try the Infinitus one player mode and we see how things go. So that is need to E2, E3 and B4. Okay, let's try the Infinitus controller setting. Right. So let's try. Unfortunately, the turntable is not even registered. And then this is control. quickly restart the game client and see if it works. It seems like the Infinitus configuration for EZMax Controller is being detected by the game, but there is some issues with the key binding, the key inputs. So just gonna quickly relaunch the game client. And see if the first player Infinitus configuration works for Ez2ON Reboot R. So what we are trying to see is if we can use the Infinitus configuration for Ez2ON Reboot R so that the turntable will work as intended. So let's head over to the key settings. Oh, it's not working. Yeah, even the typical key bindings is not working. Yep, and yep, the game still detects the turntable as an invalid input, and that's why you see that the cursor is moving continuously upwards. Will I be able to change the direction? Nope. So we have no choice. We have to try to look for another configuration. Sound vortex. Some of this configuration is definitely not viable. E2, E3, and B6. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try the Lunatic Wave configuration. Seems like the game client has crashed with the selection of the Infinitus configuration. Just need to quickly relaunch the game client. So what we are trying to do here is to explore the different EZMax configuration on Ez2ON Reboot R and see if the turntable actually works. If you were to ask me, my gut feeling is that it's not going to work at all. I think the turntable is not going to work at all on Ez2ON Reboot R. Oh, it's not working. That's for sure. Yep, and we still have that invalid. We still have that crazy cursor movement. Probably because the game detected an invalid keyboard. Man, this is very sad. And every time every time this happens, I have to restart the game client. No, I don't have to. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe it only happens when I turn the turntable. Just gonna bind them to random patterns. Yep. Seems like most of the keyboards are not registered on the controller, to say the least. Stackmania and Ez2ON. I'm gonna try the K-Shoot Mania configuration. How much was that? E2, E3 and B10. B10. Where are you, B10? Right, so gonna try changing to the K-Shoot configuration. Probably good time to re-plug the USB cable. Let's see if the K-Shoot Mania configuration works. Alright, doesn't work. I think we have no choice. We are stuck with the keyboard mode. Just need to quickly now I'm having issues with the game detecting. Wait, what? This is actually button number 1. Okay, seems like the controller has some configuration settings that is enabled without me knowing. So let's look for the keyboard layout. This button is supposed to be button number 1. For some reason. So this is the button 1. If this is 1, this is 3, this is 5. Okay, 1. Is this number 3? No. This is the F button. Totally opposite. 1 and F. There's no such configuration. Right, so I'm convinced right now that the EZ2ON Reboot R does not support the EZMax controller. Right, that's for sure. So that's very unfortunate. Just gonna quickly change back to the keyboard layout. Apologies that you guys have to look at this screen, this preparation screen. Keyboard layout. B9. Oh, okay. Wrong key bindings. So it's really unfortunate that the EZMax controller does not support Ez2ON Reboot R. So we'll kind of like have to play the 8 buttons mode without the turntable. That's gonna give me a quick. Let's rebuy the 8 keyboards. Oops. Alright, maybe we should get back to playing. So it's just feel kind of like sad because Ez2ON has the turntable in mind when they designed the patterns for 8T modes, but there isn't any controller that I know of that supports the gameplay. So for the rest of the stream, I'm gonna stick to playing 6T mode. And here, right, we have, look at the screen, right, we have personal best score and world record. So what this means is that you can actually compete yourself and try to get a better score. And all these high scores are very high. Is there even a song without the world best score? Alright, I'm just gonna play back to bit, which is also one of my favorite songs from Ez2DJ. Somehow my fingers kind of like delayed, have a short delay there. Well, I'm trying to play standing up. Gonna try playing Eye of Beholder. Previously on Ez2DJ, there is a super hard mix for this, and the super hard mix for this is actually very, very difficult. try to find a way to pop up my controller. Just gonna take a short break while I try to find a card box to pop up the controller to play while standing. I still have the EZMax Controllers cardboard that I can use to top up the controller. Hopefully the camera, is not. Camera still works. Camera still works. Probably need to tilt the angle a little bit. Seems like the camera is still working. Although I pop the controller. Right, so let's try playing the game standing up. Hopefully, standing up will help us press the buttons easier. You guys probably don't want to see what pants I'm wearing right now, right? Alright, let's try playing the game standing up. Wow, there's like so many different songs over here. I'm actually spoiled for choice. But to play the traditional mascot song, Look Out. So Lookout is like the face cover for this game franchise. Standing up definitely feels much better. And that is the mascot music from Ez2DJ and Ez2ON Reboot R. Definitely one of the better pop songs. So if you guys and girls are watching this stream right now, if there's any specific genre of music you would like me to play, do let me know. And if you're here for my review on EZMax Controller, the long story short, turntables can't be used for this game simply because how the programming is being done. So if you are here trying to find an answer if the turntable can be used, the answer is no. So this is my favorite techno from EZ2DJ -2. And all these sound effects is still valid, right? Not like EZMax. So maybe I'll drop the developers a message on Discord, asking them to explore the possibility of using the EZMax controller for the turntable, because I believe they have made some considerable design to the 8-key mode. So the charts and patterns for the 8-key mode definitely has the turntable and pedal in consideration. So if you have already designed the game notes, the game patterns for turntable, isn't it a pity that you do not support any controllers with the turntable in mind? And this is the very famous panic strike, right? Lots of long presses. Gonna try playing Sandstorm. I wonder how Sandstorm will feel on the 6-key mode. So definitely gonna feel very different from the 5-key mode we have on EZ2DJ. And if you're wondering if you should buy this game during the early access program, the short answer is yes, you should buy this game. This game has some bugs for sure, but it's definitely in the playable state.
Move that body, move that body. Move that body, move that body. Move that body, move that body. Move that body, move that body.
Man, definitely fumbled there. Mainly because I'm playing the game standing up and the monitor isn't to my eye level. So if the monitor is not on my eye level, I'm probably gonna miss a tempo or two, which maybe will make the song awkward, like what we have for Sandstorm. But playing the game seated down is not any better for me. And this is the real showdown that I have been talking about every time I play EZMax. So when you play EZMax, there's this song called Showdown, and in my humble opinion, in my personal opinion, feel free to disagree, the showdown on EZMax is not as good as the showdown we have here. This song is fantastic. My favorite hard rock by Andy Lee. RSC comes second to this, to be honest. Fantastic rock song, if you ask me. And maybe what I should do is I should actually buy another monitor stand. Right now, my monitor stand is I have two monitors. They are being held up side by side. So what I should probably do is to get another monitor stand so I can adjust my primary monitor to the standing height. Man, there's so many songs I want to play. Gonna play Tokyo 9 PM. Man, this sounds different from the one we have from Ez2DJ. The one from Ez2DJ definitely don't sound like this. Definitely sounds more
Hit it!
hip hop. For sure.
Hit it!
Friday the 13th, we're all fucking doomed. Jason and Michael Myers and Freddy all combined. They were the savages who look at weak swine. The pig, there's only one vein in the body. I'm at the hot pocket and I want me a Swanee. Bring them along, I hear rebel, what the hell? Torture the MCs, they promise not to tell.
So Tokyo 9 p.m. I apologize there. Seems like the song is exactly the same song as what we have on EZO DJ. Probably because they have remastered the music. That's why, you know, on first impression it sounds a bit different, but actually it's the same song. We're gonna take a quick moment to wipe down my controller. Just gonna give the controller a quick wipe down. Oh, GMG! Very nice step garage song. I miss this song a lot. Oh, it's by Groove. Now, to be fair, right, if you think that Groove is not a good composer because you play EZMax Specs, I highly recommend you buying this game. Groove has actually composed a lot of nice music on Ez2ON and Ez2DJ. And to be honest, he's my favorite composer. So for those of you who are seeking out a challenge with regard to music rhythm game, so this is one of the games that you should seriously consider. If you feel that EZMax Respect is too easy for you, Ez2ON Reboot R definitely will give you a run for your money. Simply because if you try the 8-key mode for Ez2ON Reboot R, you'll realize that some of the key buttons are not designed for keyboards. I've always wanted to play this song Kamui. It's actually written in Japanese. So I've come across this song in the music arcade but wasn't able to play it. It was shortly removed from Singapore due to the copyright issues with Konami. So really happy to have the chance to play this song. And this song is extremely brutal for EZMax Controller players, especially if you are on the 1048 configuration, or what we call the M pattern layout. This song is quite brutal for you because you kind of like have to use your ring finger and your index finger quite a lot, and there's actually a soft pendant in your palm that forbids you from being extremely flexible with the patterns. Gonna play my friend's favorite song, Lovely Day. Probably play hard mode for now. We should at least try to get one song with max combo and see if there's any special effect from Ez2ON. So like DJ Max, if you get max combo, full combo, you kind of get a notification at the end. Oh no! Forgot to do a long prep there. This game actually punishes you if you are not accurate. So if you don't play the game accurately, the song will sound horrible to you. So if you're looking to enjoy the music, probably you wouldn't want to push yourself too hard. I'll probably compile a list of my feedback to the game developers on Discord at least. There were a couple of small issues here and there, but definitely not game breaking. We're gonna play Metal Genetic. And I want you guys and girls to enjoy the music, so I'm not gonna push myself by playing something extremely difficult. So if you're coming in to look for professional gameplay, unfortunately this is not the right channel. This is a channel where I share my opinion and my preference of music with you guys and girls. you know what? When I wasn't playing accurately earlier on, especially when playing the song Sandstorm, I feel horrible because not only my gameplay is horrible because I missed a lot of notes. I wouldn't say miss. I didn't hit those notes accurately. So the notes I hit were like bad, miss, good. So I don't feel good if I don't hit the notes accurately. Right? I feel bad. And that's okay, right? Because coming to songs where you can hit accurately, the music sounds fantastic. Maybe we can talk on the song first. We are RDM. So you should be rewarded for playing accurately, and you should be penalized for not being accurate. So EZMax Respect definitely failed that design there. Because even if you were to play badly on EZMax Respect, the song still sounds reasonably good, right? You don't get penalized or punished.
Slow, got you long, so you have the river flows, and you know there should be a little more. Hold on tight and my baby, you were meant to be, destiny, eternity. My baby.
And I really love how the developers actually keep the original design of the music patterns, the chart patterns on the PC platform. So players like me who actually has a controller, yes, we don't have the turntable, we don't have the pedal, but you know techniques like this, where we play songs like RDM, right? Having two fingers at the top and, you know, using your thumb and index finger for the bottom notes, definitely feels natural, especially if you play this song a lot of times. The techniques that you have built up over time when you were younger, a decade ago, definitely will still transit nicely over here in the PC platform, if you have a controller, of course. Gonna play my friend's favorite song, Ready to Yarn. Probably gonna invite my friend over one of these days so that he can play all these nostalgia music, all this music from Easy to DJ. Ready to Yarn.
Yo, this is a really funky beat. I want y'all to check it out because it goes a little something like this.
Once again, back is the hot booty freaker. Clear the podium, here comes the speaker. Got a lot of shit to say, put on their listening caps. Jimmy's always sporting hoodies so we don't catch claps. So it's the haps with the whore. Have it feeling like a crackhead, coming back for more as I soar. Deep into the wild blue horizon. Pip slapping hookers as if I was Mike Tyson. Leader of the fleet, you know I'm running shit. It's inside my brain because I'm mentally fit. Don't quit coming up from the middle of nowhere. Without a care, I share my rare technique. I speak in freaking fly folk. Rhymes never liking cause the devil got spoke. Guess that's a real, but without a deck of chords, and you couldn't know that kid.
Baby, I want you tonight. You know I love you, feels so right. Yeah, and every time I cry, you on my mind. Oh, let me love you all day and all right.
So one hung chung got you strong like a tongue when it's tied into it with stuff and stuff with but I reflect make your flesh crisp. Add some herbs and verbs, create action in my verbs. Don't touch, don't disturb, but you can bet you can get hung like a dust. I catch the drip, wake up, take a big rip, a big slip as I ship into the shady. Roll in the bunch like the Brady, get more freaky than the lady. I rip the gift that the Lord gave me, so feel the breeze. I stick up the cheese with ease, drawn an MC like this and more ease.
Baby, I want you tonight. You know that it feels so right. Yeah. And every time I cry, you on my mind. Oh, let me love you all day and all night.
This song is definitely one of those very peaceful, cheerful music to listen to. Probably I should bring back the Sending You Home series, especially now that we have a new music rhythm game. Maybe I can restart that Sending You Home with easy to DJ kind of program, where if you have a hard day after work, right, you can tune in to the Sending You Home stream, and you can request for songs like a typical radio station. And since we are on the topic of pop songs and happy songs, Refresh is also a very nice pop song, composed by Kim Min. And some of this video animation in the background is very cute and beautiful. I don't want to be alone. So, earlier there's a question with regards to how accurate should you be so that you feel that the music is nice. So what I will try to say is that you should aim for as many cool as possible. Minimally, you should try to have a good amount of COOL, cool. If you have a couple of good, I guess that's fine. If it's like a little bit of good, the music will still sound okay most of the time. But if you have a lot of good and misses, you're probably gonna feel that the song is very awkward. Mia TV, thank you for following my Twitch channel. Sorry I missed that notification there. Thank you very much. I wouldn't be here playing this game if it's not for people like you supporting my content. So I really, if I missed you, yeah, you're still on. Thank you very much. And now we have another trademark music from Ez2ON Say That's You by Ruby Tuesday. So this music is infamous. During my time, everyone in the game arcade will always play this song on the arcade machine. was mentioning that you should try to be as accurate as you can, because you know, like the song over there, where there's a lot of dance single button movement. If you're not accurate, the song is gonna sound very, very, very awkward. Well, I suppose if it's the first time you're listening to this song, you probably can't tell a lot of difference. But for someone like me who has been listening to this song for many, many times, it feels extremely awkward. I probably want to spend my time playing songs that I'm familiar with, and then eventually move on to songs that I have never played before. Like Space Destiny, right? I have never played this song before. Maybe gonna play for some hardcore music, smash. So Mr. Tomato is gonna fight Godzilla here. Alright, and that's the hardcore music smash. So we're gonna see if there's more songs that we can revisit from the EZ2DJ franchise. Southwest Cadillac is my favorite hip hop. Let's see. I suppose I can play 8 keys here, because this song is fantastic to play with if you have the turntable. But unfortunately, as I mentioned many times, this controller is it's not suitable for the game. You can see, right? I instinctively wanted to use the turntable.
Cruising through the sand, Cadillac man. I'm about to tell you what is the game plan. Move from the valley up to the higher land. Rock, groove, soul, Bangkok, in Japan. From the 10 scene group, I thought I told you. You know I'm rocking the kid, so we got to. I want to drop like you. Want to be down with your Cadillac crew. In the Eldorado, Cadillac, picking up sisters milky like Similac. You best believe he got the shiny Hellcat. You best believe he got the gold teeth. cats. My man's in the Fleetwood, and it's all good. Picking up actresses, placing them on mattresses, rolling over cactuses, running things like laxatives. Cadillac specialist, the most spectacular. Southwest Cadillac, rolling through.
Man, I tell you what, I'm just gonna ignore dance turntable. I find it very hard to fight against the temptation to use the turntable. So I'm just gonna ignore, some of these turntable limitations, and I'm just gonna quickly rewind my key to 8 mode. And what I will try to do is I'll try to send a video of my gameplay to the developers also, to tell them that I have an issue with this EZMax controller while trying to use the turntable. And probably Southwest Cadillac is a good choice, right? Because I can illustrate the point that using the turntable for simple turntable movement is okay, but definitely not viable for even slightly more dense turntable actions. Just gonna quickly try to record the video. So I'm gonna try using the turntable for the first and 8th track. So for simple single note like this is fine, but when we have double turntable, the game does not register the turntable. So that's gonna stop recording. Right, so the problem I'm trying to illustrate here is you can use the turntable for simple turntable actions, but if you have slightly denser movement on the turntable, the game is not gonna register your inputs, which is very, very, very sad. Because you can see that the game developers have put in a lot of effort to ensure that the game retains some of the signature with regards to turntable. We're probably gonna play Soul Destructor. So if you like hard techno like one of my friends, you will definitely love this song. is the song Soul Destructor. Very nice hard techno, if you were to ask me, or hardcore trance. Not exactly sure what's the genre for this music. Good question. I think I am good for another half an hour. Half an hour, then I will go grab late lunch. Man, substance. And we still have the third place. This, if you like exotic music, this is the song for you. And since this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, maybe we should try listening to this world groove. Bring back some of that animal instinct in you. So that is some world groove. Bring back some of those animal instinct in you. Man, playing the game standing up definitely feels better than sitting down. Really brings me back to the time in the game arcade. And maybe what I should do is to really buy that monitor stand, right? Buy that new monitor stand that allows me to put my secondary monitor at the top instead of placing it on the right. Wow, this song sounds fantastic. The Prince of Darkness by Ez2ON. Alright, this is probably the first time I'm playing this song for real. I have not heard this song anytime before. Probably it's a song from the Easy to AC franchise instead of the Easy to DJ. So let's give it a go. of Darkness. You know, there's this Japanese song called The Prince of Darkness by Seikima 2. So Seikima 2 is also one of my favorite Japanese visual kei metal. I think they are metal or rock. So Seikima, S-E-I-I-K-I-M-A, is championed by this vocalist by the name of Demon Kaka. Fantastic vocalist, if you were to ask me. He can sing in Japanese, English, and French, which is definitely not something that you see common these days. Let's play some rhythm. And this song, right, the rhythm, you know, it's a fantastic song to play with the turntable and the pedal. So back in my days, right, where we play the rhythm on EZ2DJ, when you play the turntable and the pedal, it really feels like you're driving a car. And unfortunately, we cannot reproduce that feeling here on the PC.
1, 2, 3.
Earlier on, you see the long presses on these two blue notes. So that used to be what we have on the turntable and the pedal. And that's why it feels like you're driving a car. Which is kind of like sad that we don't have that experience here at home on the PC platform. And now we have this awkward long pause. Alright, moving on to the next song. Unrequited Love. This is in my opinion, I like this trance. Not sure about you guys and girls out there, but this trance is definitely my kind of trance. Very good, especially if you are doing some cardio work in the gym. And you know, I just realized something. So unlike EZMax Respect, where there is a fever button or the auto fever feature, where every 5 notes that you hit, right, will exponentially increase the number of combos you have. But on Ez2ON Reboot R, every note that you hit is always a single note to the combo, so it doesn't artificially make you look like a better player and make you seem like you have a lot of combos when you are actually not. So that's what I really like about Ez2ON Reboot R and what I dislike about EZMax. So to be fair, right, there's actually a lot of things I do not like about EZMax Respect. The artificial, the artificial combos, that large number of combos that you see on EZMax, I really hate that. It makes you feel like you're a better player than you actually are. So it's like, it almost feels like EZMax Respect wants you to feel good, by boosting your ego when playing the game. So they artificially increase the number of combos you have for EZMax Respect, and they also artificially, add sound effects to, I wouldn't say artificially, I would say like, they intentionally, allows you to play a music rhythm game without spoiling the music, even though you are not accurate. Yeah, is there a better way to phrase that? Oh yeah, so EZMax Respect, the better way to say is that EZMax Respect try to make you feel good even though you are a bad player. Yeah, that's the right way to say it. So if you are a bad player on EZMax Respect and you can't hit notes with minimum accuracy, don't worry, the song is not gonna sound bad to you. The music is still gonna sound fine, and that's really bad from a gameplay perspective. A good game design should make you feel good when you're doing well and make you feel bad when you're doing badly. Yeah, so I was talking about game design, right? So a good game design should reward you for playing well and punishes you for playing badly. EZMax Respect definitely failed there. So if you want to be a good player, don't play EZMax. If you just want to listen to nice songs, buy the EZMax soundtrack and don't play the game. Wow, this song is gonna bring back a lot of memories. Gonna take this chance to change the gears too. We have been playing with the HX standard with the beautiful butterfly for some time, and that feels great, right? The butterfly definitely looks very beautiful. Maybe we can try playing with the turtle notes. How about the tomato? Let's try the turtle notes. Let's see how the turtle notes feel with respect to gameplay. So yes, it's also from Easy to DJ first edition, I guess. Yes.
As we roll through the sound, prepare to get down. Moving through the grammatical verb and noun. Any which way we wanna go, we got the flow. This goes show, so get up off the flow. Move groove to a higher height. We blow spots like dynamite. Is that alright? Chill, for real. Evergreen, spin, tree, with the rush. Shit saying through a nuts, orange, crush. Fine corn, was a nigga, tree slap.
Is that like the first full combo songs that we played today? So the really sad thing about Easy to On is this: even though you get max combo, oh, there is a grade. I see. So there is a grade saying that all combo, either you played the song or you cleared the song, you get all combos or all full. Oh, I didn't realize. It's so subtle. So EZMax Respect actually really designed to make the player feel good, because if you get max combo or you get perfect play, there is a very obvious notification on your screen. There is a pop-up at the end of the gameplay that tells you that you got max combo or perfect play. So for Ez2ON Reboot R, it seems like, you know, that kind of notification is very subtle. Man, I really want to play this Star Wars from Easy to DJ first special edition. Oh, there's even a remix version of this? Oh, I didn't even know. For nostalgia purposes, I'm just gonna play the normal mix by DJ Malone. Thank you for composing this song.
Future, there are no national boundaries. Population grows beyond government control. Until rebel becomes king. If there are a group of individuals who are taking control, they are revolutionary.
that ending there, I totally didn't expect that to happen. Should have been more careful right at the end. Star Wars. We are almost coming to the end of this afternoon's stream. I will very likely be coming back in the late afternoon or probably in the night. And I'm gonna play Appeal next. This song is my favorite acid pop song from Ez2DJ. And Andy Lee, right, has composed a lot of fantastic music. Definitely not what I would expect from the song Appeal, because the 5-button gameplay from Ez2DJ definitely feels very different from this 6-key mode. For Appeal, at least, feels very different. So let's take a while for the game to load. And there is even a Chinese character for this song, right? And this song is very oriental. 天地开关, I think. I have a phone call. I'm gonna pick up the phone call for a while. let's go with this Cheongji Gai Byuk. Maybe I should look up how to pronounce this song title. I think that's the Chinese pronunciation of what we see on the screen right here. 天地开地. Basically means heaven and earth open and shut, which is kind of like interesting. Interesting name for song title. And definitely one of those rare oriental, very oriental kind of music you see on music rhythm games. This awkward pause where the game client tries to send information to the server probably can be better resolved, hopefully, by the developers. Let's play Climax. So Climax is one of my favorite music from EZDJ also. I really should change the notes to the tomato notes. Maybe after this song. playing some of these higher difficulty game modes really feels kind of difficult when I'm looking down at my monitor. Right now I'm standing while I'm playing, so my monitor is actually below my level, the level of my eye. But playing while standing definitely feels much better than sitting down. So that's really unfortunate. Really should invest in a good monitor arm stand. Wow, cursed it. I really love this song. This song is easy to listen to, even though it's a bit of a rock music. Oh, I forgot to change the notes again. At 1939, the magical Rosetta Stone he proclaimed the Second World War. So that the song Curse It. Very nice rock music in my opinion. We're probably gonna play a few more songs. Hopefully this awkward long delay while loading the screen can be fixed soon. But so far, other than the fact that there's a long loading screen from time to time occasionally, the game is definitely very much playable. Definitely worth the money. Probably gonna try playing Gang Hit Ez2ON. This is a rap song. Oh, once again, I forgot to change the note to the tomato note. This is a very nice rap, right?
What you know about that? What you know about this? What you know about that? Can't stop, put it down till we drop, still rock on lock, we make it hot. Much love to those making chips worldwide, and much love to the best side, the west side.
Man, we almost get all cool over there. 10 goods, but we still get the all combo grade. So probably gonna play some more pop and techno. Alright, moving on to the next song. Man, this song Frantic definitely brings back a lot of memories. Maybe we can play level 11 just to make sure that the song sounds good. Because this game actually punishes you for playing badly. If you play badly, the music is gonna sound horrible. Especially for a song like Frantic. Alright, that's the music Frantic by Sonic APE. Definitely one of those one of the more popular music back in the days in the game arcade. So apart from this long loading screen from time to time, the game is actually very much playable with occasional crashes. I think so far throughout playing for how long have we been live? We have been live for at least 2 hours, right? 2.5 hours. 3 hours, right? During these 3 hours, our game only crashed once. You guys ready for some Go? So Go is composed by Andy Lee. So over here in Ez2ON, you will see a lot of familiar composers from EZMax Respect. Now that is not because they come from EZMax Respect, it's actually the other way around. Composers from EZ2DJ actually move on to other games like EZMax Respect. So for someone like me, there's a lot of nostalgia value for playing Ez2ON Reboot R, since it's finally available on the Steam platform. this song, by the way.
Because I feel in my way. Whenever you say that things will come true, gonna lose my mind anymore. You made me know the way of the life in this world. I wanna go forever.
So that guitar riff right in the middle of this song is very, very nice. So that's where all the long presses happen. You can hear the fantastic guitar riffs. So if you like songs with a very nice guitar, electrical guitar gameplay, you should definitely check out this song Go. And probably there's this other song called RFC. You should definitely check out RFC also. Alright, I'm just gonna play the very last song for this afternoon stream, and then I'll call it a day. I'll come back in 5 hours time. So the last song for today's afternoon stream. Let's play something typical. Renovation. Not sure if I can play this at level 17, so you guys are probably gonna find this song horrible. I feel horribly hard there. So just gonna quickly choose the last song of the day. Man, this loading screen, definitely something that the developers should work on. I'm not exactly sure the technical implication behind this black loading screen. This song sounds nice. Let's go with this as the last song. Level 14 should be fine. I think anything above 14 is something that I will struggle with. And once again, I forgot to change to the tomato note. that's the song Soul Eater. Apologize for not playing the song properly, and that's why the song sounds a bit awkward right at the end. And now I'm just gonna take a quick break, time for lunch. And let's go to the ending screen. Alright, so the general feeling, I want to thank people who have been supporting my content. Mia TV, thank you very much for following me on Twitch. And William Rubber, very nice to see you on YouTube again. Glad that you find this early access something that you are okay to work with, right? So overall, the unfortunate thing is the EZMax Controller turntable is not suitable for turntable gameplay, even on Ez2ON Reboot R. However, if you have a working controller, right, that works well with Ez2ON Reboot R, please let me know, because the 8-key mode, right, for Ez2ON Reboot R is designed specifically for turntable and pedal. So if you have a controller with 2 working turntable, right, that plays well with Ez2ON Reboot R, you should try out the 8-key mode, right, because the experience playing with the turntable is fantastic, right? Although what we have today, the EZMax Controller, is only working like 30% with the gameplay. Definitely not a good controller. But yeah, if you have a controller that works well with Ez2ON Reboot R, do let me know in the comments, and what I'll do is I will try to get one of them and share with the rest of the viewers the gameplay for turntable. Alright, so with that, I would like to thank you guys and girls who have been watching the stream today so far. In the meantime, do stay safe and be great out there till I see you guys and girls later at 4.5 hours later. Right, stay safe. I'll see you guys and girls again. Goodbye.